Hello? Hello. Domenico Lella here. Not Sean Connery. Or do a Google search, Russell Crowe. There's a picture of him like that with sunglasses on. I don't got my sunglasses. I did a couple videos, but you know what? I'm Domenico Lella. Have been my whole life. And it's been rough. But I made it that way. We'll get into that later. Right now, walking through the park, and I saw Wilson. Wilson's over here. I saw him walking down. And like thinking, should I say hi to Wilson? Yeah, because something reminded me of something. Hi, Wilson. So, what did that remind me of? That reminded me of the movie there. And here's another thing. This is gonna probably be like a bio intro to everything. And I'm gonna be everywhere. But you know what? I gotta do this. I've been waiting a very long time. Actually, maybe more than 2 years. The thought's been in my mind. But here we go. Because what's transpired in the last few days, I haven't had quite the tools to do it. And I went where I didn't want to go. And furthermore, why do I want to do what I want to do? Well, someone helped me one day. We'll get into that. And my angels, my guides, God's saying, I feel like to me, I gotta help someone else one day. And hopefully I can do that. That's what I want to do. But in turn, by doing this, I'm helping myself. By not doing this, even yesterday, the day before, and stuff like that, I'm not, one, taking care of myself, two, potentially helping someone else, and three, them helping me in return. Everybody, and that's how it goes back to Wilson over there. Even, I've thought my whole life, you know what, I could go on an island and be by myself. Easily. Not so much anymore, if I can think about it. I need people. People need people. Even, I forget the name. When he was on the island, he needed Wilson. He needed somebody, something. For me, I'm not gonna get better. One, but I don't got Wilson in my back pocket. I got my guy. I got God. I got God. That's where I'm leaning to. But you know what? I don't even listen to him sometimes, and I can get into that. And that happened over there in the park. It was a beautiful day. We'll get into that. I don't know how long this video is gonna go, but I got to start doing this. I really do. Each day I wait, it's like something waiting and waiting and waiting. I'm like, what am I? It's not working by waiting. I got to do this. I want to do this. I'm accountable to a lot of people, but and hopefully helping them. But I feel there's someone out there that I'm going to be able to reach on here. And all I want to say is to you is, yes, it is hard. But as I will learn through, my one counselor there, it's easy. We have a choice to make. But I want to let you know why I think it's hard. And why you may think it's hard. But I've always said, through other things in my life, that there's always help out there. I truly, honestly believe that. There's always been help out there, and I've never given up. And I'm not giving up today. I'm 49 years old, and I'm out here walking in the park. Maybe actually taking the first step. I did do a video a few weeks, about a month ago, and you know what? there, like I said, there's no coincidences, and you'll see in the other videos that I've already even done, there's no coincidences. And I'm trying to relate to like why did that video not get uploaded? Maybe it wasn't meant to be. Maybe some people aren't ready for it. But you know what? We're starting over. We'll do a new bio intro and see where that takes us today. I just love. Like, I'm looking at the trees right now, the colors, flowers. I just love it. I love it. I love doing my photography. There's like a leaf falling, and it's like boop, almost like stopping time. Just the way the wind catches it. Yeah, I may not make sense at times. A lot of times, I don't care. I don't care about nothing anymore, really. All I care about is, oh, hi, squirrely squirrel. I care about the squirrels. Yeah. See, I went to go to the store, grab a few groceries, grab some, hey, squirrely squirrel, some peanuts. But you know what? Then I'm like, you know what? I want something to eat, so I went to grab something to eat. Hey, squirrely squirrel. I'll show you. Hey, and I keep saying this, you know, it's kind of funny, but it's not funny, and I don't know like how to present this to, you know, maybe let's say Apple. You know, we've had some talks. Hi, squirrel, squirrel. See, now I gotta kind of do this. Kind of look, peekaboo. Where's the squirrely? Now, if I had a button where I can, you know, just go click, and then that would, oh, there you go. You know, and I can go back, click, 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 and then, you know, can you show me? And then it would go to the back camera, selfie camera, back camera. So we could, and this would all be done in one edit. So now I just gotta do. It's. I don't know the feature out there. My friend, she's like, there's no button like that. She tested it out. I've had it for other friends. Thanks, squirrel. I'll use this chair or bench. So, yeah. Let's work on that, Apple. I you know, I did it on Apple suggestions and stuff like that. I feel like I got a lot of ideas. You know, some people might think, "Oh, you know, you're like that's not gonna work." I don't care. I'm gonna try it. It may not work for you, but it might work for somebody else. That's all that matters. If I can help somebody else, and you know, one of these inventions I got going on in this noggin, great, sure. An invention is not going to be for everybody. Hopefully, one day that maybe we'll get to that later. That everybody can be a part of something, you know, like caring and loving for one another, or even smiling for smiling at one person. You know, through the day, if one person smiled to another person, so that's like 7 billion smiles going around the world each day. It's pretty nice, pretty nice. I think then we make it start to get the ball rolling and genuinely caring and thinking of others before ourselves, which my whole life I thought only about myself. And yeah, selfish, all me. What could I do for me? But why did I do all that? We're gonna dig into it. And see, by me trying to be here every day for whoever might be out there, I don't know what day they're going to be out there, and then they're going to click on my video. So that's what I have to do. I have to be out here every day, making a video, getting the stuff off on my mind, and presenting, and just maybe making aware to some people. Hey, this is why Dom does this stuff. You know, did you ever think about that? You know, or why is that person doing that? Who cares why that person's doing that? Like, judging is a really, you don't know where someone's come from. been from, what they've gone through, their life experiences. How can you judge and say something about someone that's walking down and screaming and let's say even in the park right now? That's where they're at right now. This is where I'm at right now. This is where I am, and I know where I want to be. I want to be a better person in my heart, in my mind, in my soul. And we'll see where that takes me. I just want to be better. Because also I was just thinking, as I was getting ready to do this, you know those little toys, as a kid, they're plastic and they got the little metal ball bearing in it, and you go through a maze and you gotta tilt it and stuff like that. And then I envisioned the yin and yang symbol. No blockers or borders, just straight one little metal ball there. So if you tilt it, you're going on the dark side. How far dark are you going? You got to balance it. You got to balance yourself. I want to go to the light side and then balance myself, because I can go to that dark side. That's where I don't want to be anymore. And I knew I had to go there the other day. Yeah, because you know what? It brought me to here today. Realizing everything that happened. And I don't wish to go there anymore, because the last couple days I haven't been where I wanted to be or done what I wanted to do this. Talk to someone out there that potentially might need a little help, a hand, a nudge. Like I got a nudge. I got a huge nudge this past summer, beginning of summer. And it's taken me that long even to get there to what I'm doing today. Hundreds and hundreds of people caring for me. And like I even want to show it, like when you think nobody's actually caring or thinks about you, think again, because there are people thinking, caring about you, and you don't even know it. That's why my one friend I've known for probably going on to almost close to 12 years now. Her mom, I've never met her mom ever. And then one Christmas, see Apple, see how it would have been great if I could have just went boop, with that button. I love that button. And then, like I said, I got the design for you too, our logo, a little design, But I love this thing, the bag that someone gave me, the satchel. I carry it with me, and I've had it for like 2 years now. Both the Christmas gift and just the gift of the satchel. It reminds me, people are thinking about me. People do care about me. People do love me. My family loves me. I know they do. Have I been the best with them? No. No. Do I want to be? Yes. Do they have to come back to me? No, but they want the best for me. But it's too. I'm not judging. I'm just thinking. It's hard. It's hard for them. As my one brother said, you know what? I got my own problems too. Like I got I got to think about this. I got to think about that. Yeah. See, going back to, it's all about me. No. People got to do their things. Or they have their own lives. They have their own issues. And as I learned the other day, everyone has their own grief. That I believe. Yeah. And having like a little bit of like a compassion or even you know what? Who knows what? Well, I don't know what happened with them or what happened, but what can I do to help now? So like I got disappointed and down on myself even this morning, because I went to the dark side where I'm like, why the hell did I go there? Now I'm realizing today, everything happens for a reason. Everything that has happened in the past is for a reason. You know, and I'm thinking, yeah, you know, like when I started this, I'm like, hello, I'm Domenico Lella. You know, that's, I'm named after my grandfather. But I don't know anything past that. But my nono, he had a dad. His dad had a dad. Hundreds, thousands of years. I don't know who they are, but I do thank them. Ancestors I had no clue. Because everything, I really honestly do believe what has happened in the past has led me to where I am today. You know, we're even, so I don't forget and remind me later, because in my mind I think about so many things and I go into so many different directions, and I can't get out of my mind this aunt that I met in the park here over there this past summer. The ant, a little ant, I can't get it out of my mind. That made an impression on me. Everything matters, because you know what? I'm sharing it with you right now about an ant that I saw crawling in the grass while I was there meditating and stuff like that. An ant. Everything matters. Everything's connected, I believe. That's I said in probably in one of my other videos. For me, God is everything and is everywhere, and it occupies every fabric of space and time, and even what we don't even think is possible. God, love is there. And starting to realize now, through even meditating stuff, yeah, we all are connected. It's interesting, you know, so I got a lot of thoughts that I want to share. I really want to share. Like, maybe someone, you know, Dom, yeah, you know, go meditate some more or something. Like, like where I come up with these things, I don't know. But I do love it. I do love myself. That I do. I can say that today. I couldn't say that maybe not even a week ago. But I did say it 4 months ago. Happiest I've ever been in my life. I'm 49 years old. Happiest I've ever been in my life was like 4 months ago. And you know what? I got scared or something. I let it slip through my fingers. And that's something also I like to get into. How powerful what was I going to say? Addictions, so, like punishing yourself, our griefs that we don't deal with. They're all there. They're there every day. Starting to have to learning to deal with it. That brought me to where, you know, and I got that nudge from these two wonderful angels here on earth, that I'm like, oh my gosh, that's awesome. Like I wanted to do something like that, and for years now, and it still took me months and months and months afterwards. Everything happens for a reason. Timing, when it's right, I believe too, it'll happen. I'm not gonna beat myself up anymore. Actually, let's go into that. It was my mom's birthday, October 31st. She would have been 78 years old. 78 years old, my uncle said. So she died when I was 4. long story short, see, I want to rush it. I want to avoid it. I've been thinking about it more, and I've been talking about it a lot more lately. So let's talk about it. So my mom did pass away when I was 4 years old. My grandma says we were inseparable. She said I was like the happiest baby. I can see that. I'm a happy kind of guy. I like to have fun. I like to joke around. I love to smile. You know, like smiles are like contagious. You know, laughter is contagious. So, you know, I remember the one time I wanted to, you know, go up on. I remember before a couple times going up on the hospital bed with my mom. And then this one day it was different. I couldn't go. They went. I think it was up there, and I had to come down. I was angry. I felt like I could see myself looking through the bars of the bed and looking up. It's not like you know how people say a memory or something, like, you know, you see it from a different angle. No, I see myself being like 2'2" on, you know, looking up through the bars. And I couldn't go and be beside my mom. So like the one day I thought, I was angry. I was mad. I didn't get my way. And then months and months later, I kind of even reflected. I'm thinking, wait a sec. Was I mad at my mom? Was I angry at my mom? Was I angry at my dad, who was off the right there in the room? And then I came, you know, the friend that I was just talking about, I've known for 11 years. So one night we were talking, and yeah, that was an epiphany. Wow, see, 45 years later. You think I'm emotional now? Should have seen me a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago. You wouldn't have seen it. You wouldn't see it because I would never bring it to light. This is dealing with it for me, sharing it. So, was I mad at my mom that day? You know, and then my mom passed away, and as I say, through that night, realized, hey, squirrely squirrel. Realized through that night that the love was gone. The love I felt every day, it was gone. And why was it gone? Did I do that? Did I cause my mom not to be around anymore? I'm 4 years old. I don't know. This is another thing too. I just want to mention it really quick too, since we're on the topic. I don't know if it would help or not, but it's something to think about. Talk to your kids like they're an adult sometimes. You know, I don't feel I was ever explained where my mom went and why. I feel like I was a pretty smart cookie at 4 years old. You know, I remember those little building blocks and stuff like that, but then I shut it all down. Shut everything down. I did. So, going back, refocus. I've done what I've done, and I truly believe it. And it makes complete sense. You know, from what, hey, squirrely squirrel. Like, listen to the squirrely squirrel. Can you see it? I can't see squirrely squirrel because, you know, I can't look through the other view on their apple. was, you know, my counselor, he's a genius. He's brilliant. He's awesome. Dominic, you don't do the things that you do to escape or, to feel good or whatever. Because you do it to punish yourself. And I'm like, never quite heard that expression before. Okay. Makes complete sense. And I do want to talk about it more. What I am proud about, see, I'm going off on a different tangent here. What I am proud about, I got this, my friend, I'm so grateful my friend lent me this phone. I fixed the screen, I fixed the battery, because, I couldn't do the charge. So I did those things to get me to here today. So I did do some planning and some good things to get me here today. To talk to you, to talk to nobody. But one thing I'm doing, I'm talking to myself, I'm talking to the squirrels. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. With the potential to help someone else in the future, that's all that matters. So I like to do this. I like to do this every day. Every day I'd like to do this. Why? We'll get into that another day. Maybe tomorrow. That'd be great to do that tomorrow. So, and you know what? There's no script. There's no script in life. But we have a choice, if we want to zig or a zag. So, yeah, like, I'm off on a third tangent, aren't I? Yeah, wherever the day takes me, and that's part of the color of the day. Let's talk about that too. So I'm going to even have to review, or make notes as to what I talked about and what I got to come back to. And you know what? That's where actually, if there are any viewers, you guys can say, hey, Tom, hey, what about that stuff you talked about there? You kind of went off into a tangent. So backtracking. Yeah. There we go. It's coming back to me. So I made a promise to my mom on her birthday, or give her a birthday gift, that I'm no longer going to punish myself. I hope I didn't let her down by, going to the dark side the other day, last night. No. I'm trying. But you know what? By me doing this today, and in hope for tomorrow might be too far in advance, but I like the thought that tomorrow I'm going to wake up and I'm going to be talking to you guys, or talking to somebody, or talking to myself, and that's all that matters. Feels good to talk, feels good to, I'm a great listener, getting better at it. Okay, maybe I'm not great, but I do want to listen. I do. I listen where I can and do what I can. That's it. I'd like to keep this under 30 minutes because I just saw 28:44. Nice numbers. We'll get into numbers and spiritual meaning of numbers and the stuff that I see, and then my photography. First time for I think forever, I actually purchased a plan where I can upload my photos, and yeah, I'm doing it. I'm promoting my work, my art, my photography, God's beauty, Gaia's beauty. Just want to show. Sometimes we overlook things, and sometimes when I do see it, I'm very fortunate to see it, and it's a blessing, and I'm glad I could share it. If you like it, check it out. If you like photography, you like flowers, nature, I take pictures of everything. 9:44, 15 seconds, and the final countdown. Oh yeah. And there's another thing we'll get into too. Like, you know what? I don't even care anymore. We're gonna go over. I don't care. we're gonna go over the 30-minute mark here. Got to get this out, especially being the first video. Maybe this is like a I don't know, awareness, or I don't know, disclaimer, fine print. I did a little video with the squirrels. You know, stuff is shared on the internet and stuff like that, and I do understand, you know, copyright laws and stuff like that, and you know what, credit should be given to where credit is due. But if someone's sharing, you know, how to make an apple pie, you know, let's say, and I learned from that, I like to pass that along. So like for me, we'll get into it more, and I actually contacted this one place, and they said, yeah, you know, if you want to, you know, like read it, learn it, and reference it, you know, that's great. And you know, but some people aren't like that, right? But all I'm gonna say to that is, like, you know what, whatever I am doing, I hope I, one, interpret what I read correctly, because I hate reading, but I'm learning to read now because I want to learn. You know, I've read like less than 5 books in my whole life, like in their entirety, maybe 5, and I'm just pushing it. I want to learn now, you know. And the one book that I did read, it was amazing. It was like every word was written for me. Unbelievable. So the stuff that's happened in the last 2 years, it's been a slow process, because, yeah, I guess I'm a procrastinator. But more than anything, it takes time. It takes time to work on myself. It takes time for me to work on myself. I got, you know, 45 years of stuff to go sort through that I've buried deep, you know, like never even thought about before. Like, I thought I was perfectly fine. Really, you know, there's nothing wrong with me. I'm just, you know, compulsive gambler, addict, selfish person, wanting to forget that I felt I blamed myself for my mom's death, and I didn't deserve to feel love or be with anybody or be happy for my life. And you know what? I did a good damn job of not loving, not letting people love me, be selfish to just forget what, that my mom loved me so much, to come into this world, to give birth to me, to be gone at 33. For me to be here today. For me to open up my heart and apologize, and I'm sorry for being angry, and I don't want to punish myself anymore. I feel like I do deserve to be happy. Everyone does. Everyone does. We're all good people. We're all beautiful, wonderful people. It's what has happened to put us where we are. The little ball bearing. Where are we in the yin and yang with ourselves, with others? Thank you. Thank you for listening. And I look forward to... I definitely look forward to talking to you guys tomorrow. Some way, somehow, some fashion. Like I'm learning. So this, I like to, you know, upload to like the bigger platforms that can take on like a, excuse me, a 35-minute video of some guy in a red scarf looking like Russell Crowe talking like Sean Connery, and just being Domenico Lella. Thank you. Thank you very much.